And now another bizarre category are the losers. I categorise these people as the losers because they're basically exploiting themselves to exploit YouTube. And I'm talking about people such as there's a South Korean guy who just orders a ridiculous amount of food and spends an hour just gouging this stuff into him, just basically gluttony. And people will actually watch this garbage, and maybe you get 1 million or more hits. It's quite bizarre. People, it's like the old carnival sideshows, watching the freaks and what have you. It's an electronic version of that, and it's a bit sick, to be honest with you. Mind you, this guy, if he's not doing himself any long-term physical harm, and that the jury's out on that one, of course. He is making quite a decent living out of this. I would estimate that we're talking thousands of dollars for each one of these clips. So I think it more than pays for his takeaway food, and he makes a tidy profit on top of it. I personally don't think it's particularly good for your self-esteem, but you know, as a pure business, operation, I guess it works. There's a woman who does something similar as well, feeds her face as well, and there's people who do bizarre things, and some things quite dangerous, are desperately looking for notoriety on YouTube. You know, it's the Paris Hilton effect. You know, there's no such thing as bad publicity. And finally, this is on a bright note. I think it might be good to finish this on a bright note. You know, YouTube lends itself to people who have got a good sense of humour and a quirkiness about them, and who'll never be discovered by mainstream entertainment. But they have a distribution network for YouTube, and you know, they can be quite amusing. There's a guy that lives in Thailand called Kev from Thailand. I don't mind mentioning his name because I'm not going to say anything bad about him. He's got a great sense of humour, a very quirky sense of humour, although he hasn't shown that in recent times, and I hope you get your mojo back, Kev, because you can be very bizarre with your British humour, and I like that. He's been a little too straight-laced for my liking lately, but, you know, again, that might be just a phase he's in. But I like people like him who just go on and they use YouTube as actually a way of just doing stuff that's crazy, and he puts on stupid voices and outfits, and you know, doesn't mind making a goose of himself, and he's quite happy to do that, and he admits that, and I think that's great. There should be more of it, and it's genuine. You know, I don't even think he hasn't even monetarized his site, so he's not even chasing the dollars like that aforementioned person I gave a critique to about making exploitative videos of his staff, for instance. Kev's not like that. I think he's quite the genuine article, and he's quite lovable, and all power to you, Kev.